Well, yeah, right now we're kind of, I'm in Afghanistan, so I don't know how I'm talking right now. But we're using technology. But basically, right now, it's next week, or is it now?
It's a ruse.
I don't know.
It's a ruse, correct?
It is a ruse. It's how we, but this is,
I
with
wonder,
the kind of
are we
technology
gonna-
we have, we can do these
I mean, how are we
things.
going to represent this? As if it's occurring right away?
If they think it is, that's fine. And if they're smart enough to figure out that it isn't, that's fine too.
What are the clues that it's not?
That we sound better, and I'm actually would be 8,000 miles away.
You don't hear gunfire in the background of Rob's
Right.
audio.
Have you ever encountered gunfire while you've been there?
Yes, I've encountered a lot of gunfire so far.
No, you sound like Tim right there, where, I'm real nervous. No, I mean, have you ever heard a gunshot or an explosion?
I have. When we were in Egypt, we were near the Gaza Strip, and you could hear gunfire at night. Yes.
Are you kidding me?
I'm not kidding you.
Oh,
So that was kind of cool.
Was it really? You weren't
Yeah,
scared?
no, I'm not scared. I mean, I was drunk, so that's my mechanism to cope with things.
What would scare you?
I'm
Like,
scared.
I know if they came in your room, you'd be scared.
It would scare me is when I see a guy who's trained for this and he looks scared. That's when I'm scared.
That's it?
Well, no, if he looks concerned.
What about a werewolf? Would that scare you?
No, I'm not as scared of werewolves.
What is scarier to you? And I'm serious.
Okay, I'll be serious. Okay,
A werewolf
all right.
or a vampire? What would be scarier?
Um,
You're in the Middle East. One of them breaks into your room.
I'm more terrified of the werewolf.
Yeah, I agree.
I feel like I
You
can
feel like
reason with the
like-
vampire.
Well, they've done all these things with Twilight and, all the Lestat, all the things. Now vampires are cool. Like the werewolves, they'll always maul you. They're never cool.
What I don't get with all the vampire stuff is, from best I can tell, being a vampire is a pretty good gig. You live forever, basically.
Right.
You don't age. Women love you. You have this like power over them. But yet no one ever wants to be bitten and turn into a vampire.
Yeah. The other thing is you take these, not that I've ever seen them, but I did see the first one, so I'll have to come clean. But the Twilight movies,
I've just read the books.
doesn't he have to resist biting her? Isn't there this huge urge? And then he's avoiding her. Well, why does she, I guess they say girls like guys that treat them like crap. This guy wants to chew her.
Right. I don't know. I would think that if I saw a vampire, I would like, dude, bite me. It sounds awesome. I like nighttime. I don't want to go out during the day. There's sun, there's traffic. I'll sleep all day and stay up all night. It sounds like a better life to me.
Well, I would have wanted to be bitten a little bit before now.
You don't like how you look now? You
No, of course not.
I think you look great right now.
You do not think that. I look horrible. But if I could have been bitten, even a decade ago.
That was your prime? That was your peak?
Well, it wasn't my prime, but that's a heck of a lot better than now. I don't quite have the washboard abs I aspire to have.
I assume you can still work out and get in better shape.
No.
You can't?
No. You're stuck.
Well, it's a hell of a lot harder. Have you run even 15 feet? It's hard.
Well, you're a vampire. You can do anything. I mean, are you really concerned that would be like you would be picked on by the other vampires because they're in better shape than you? Because when they got turned, they were working out, drinking
I don't
muscle
know
milk.
the rules. Like what movie? Like an Interview with a Vampire. Do you remember the girl who was, I guess, in the Spider-Man movies, whatever her name is? She was bitten as a child, and as a result, she stayed a child all the time.
Well, that doesn't sound like fun.
Or are we doing like the Twilight vampires where you go to high school and, everything's, you're super cool. Your hair's awesome. I mean, you tell me what vampire I am.
I think you can pick your vampire. I mean, they're
Well,
not real.
that
We're making this up.
Then I want to be the Twilight guy.
Okay.
I don't want to fight the werewolf guy, though. So I want to be the first one where I don't have that problem yet.
See, I'm more into the True Blood vampires.
I haven't watched it, so tell me what that is.
It's the same concept, but they can't walk in your house unless you invite them. Which I just think is weird. Like they can't just bum rush your house. You have to formally invite them, with like an Evite and everything.
So that's what I'm saying. So if I want to screw you over, and I'm like, hey, Rob said come over for a party, or I write a note, big BYOB or whatever, and then I signed your name to it. Does that count, or do they intuitively know that's not real? I can't go in there.
No, they have to knock on the door, and then the owner of the house has to open it, or whoever's there, and say, "Welcome, come on in."
There's a lot of rules. Are they like, excuse me, are you the owner? And you're like, well, technically, I'm not the owner of the bank.
And I'm renting zone.
Yeah, do a renter's count.
Right. But also they have, like, if they bite you and like the main guy, he's messing with the girl. Like, once he has her blood, he's tasted it, he can sense whenever she's, like, in trouble and come to her rescue.
Just if he bites her, he's keyed in forever.
Right. And if if he gives any of her blood to any girl to, like, help heal her, she's automatically going to be, like, sexually attracted to him.
Okay, but what I'm saying, that's not great either, because what if you bite somebody and then you're like, oh, I can't, this girl, she's just had a cold, she's angry because her aunt's sick, you can't get that out of there.
Or you got some girl that you bled on by accident. She's blowing up my text now. She's stalking me. Just get over it. I don't want you.
You're paying for those mistakes forever. I gotcha.
Yeah, but I mean, I imagine you would, like, I don't know how banks, like, do they accept, like, a vampire? Like, because they're never going to die. They're just going to keep collecting interest. It doesn't seem.
That would be very unfair.
I mean,
but how do you? Yeah, I mean, you have to put that on your application.
is that on
They
your credit
can't
card?
ask.
It's just, I don't. These are. Maybe we can have someone on from Wells Fargo. They can talk about their policies with vampires.
We need a banking and a vampire expert.
We do. Well, we have.